bring in GBNews correspondent Dougie Beattie to talk about all of this. Dougie, we had the two candidates over in Belfast on Wednesday of this week. Tell us how that went down.
Well, as it's been said the rest of the way around the UK, this is Tory on Tory, and really each region, it's about the priorities. The Conservative Party don't have any MLAs here, they don't have any councillors or even MPs, so it was very much about the priority that each one of them have. Now, the protocol is causing, as we have discussed so many times, many problems inside Northern Ireland, and it's mainly in and around cost, and it's around triangulation. Goods, raw materials leaving here, travelling to the mainland, coming back in, and it's getting them back in is the problem. So supply and demand becomes an issue. Now, both Sunak and Truss said that they were totally behind the bill that is passing through the House of Commons and House of Lords at this moment in time. They went out of their way to stress that it was legal and it was legally binding and that they would stand by it. Even Liz Truss going further to say that she would stand by it so much that she would put it up to America, that she would stand tight against the EU and Dublin. So really battling for those votes in amongst the Tory party inside the regions. But there was other things as well. In Northern Ireland we have a massive public sector, publicly funded bodies here, lots of quangos as well as the civil service, roughly balancing up to about 70% of the economy. And of course both these leaders are about shrinking the state. They're about bringing that down and bringing the costs of government down, and Northern Ireland may be right in the firing line of that because there is so much fat here to be trimmed at this minute.
Both Truss and Sunak were talking about the protocol. Not very much between them, some people may say, but it is fair to say that Liz Truss was very specific in relation to the European Court. She said it shouldn't have primacy in relation to Northern Ireland or indeed the UK internal market either, that should be restored under the protocol bill. Do you think that the membership in Northern Ireland accepts that there's very little between the two of them on the protocol, or do they think that Truss is stronger on the protocol?
From what I was talking to them before it and some of them after it, and I do get the distinct impression that they trust more on this than they do Sunak. I think they pretty much think that they may be sold a little in and around negotiation of that if it comes down to it. But you know, how they voted on the day, we will never know. But I do think that Truss probably shaded it here in Northern Ireland, and I think that protocol, only 30% of it is currently in Northern Ireland. It is having an effect on the cost of living here, very much so actually, and it will actually bite far further in when the other 70% of it comes in. But of course the other side of that is, you know, we were told that Article 16 was at their fingertips and nobody used it. They threatened it lots. So this legislation that's going through the House is also the same. It is only legislation to use. It's not to actually put it in place. It's almost a threat to the EU.